Right. Hey, this is Matt. You're with Prison Fellowship, right?
Yes.
All right. So tell us what you do for Prison Fellowship.
Yeah, I work on a team with another guy named Drew Clyde, and our goal is to show kind of 18 to 35-year-olds how relative of a ministry Prison Fellowship is to their generation, and show them some really easy ways to get involved, get their feet wet, and then see if it's something that they want to be more committed to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me, why are you involved with this? I mean, what drew you into this kind of ministry?
I came out of college and had never considered working with inmates or their families or anything, and it was through a wild series of events. I ended up in prison in South Carolina on a Sunday morning, Easter morning. I guess it was 2004, and I was just totally confronted with something that I had never seen, something that just a forgotten people. But at the same time, the impact that we could have in just simply bringing hope and encouragement to people behind bars. So the Lord kind of used that to, I guess, kind of catapult me towards going on staff with PFM. And so that's what I've been doing ever since. I started out by getting college students really plugged into opportunities. And then here over the last couple of years, we've just been involved in creating new ways for young people to get involved.
That's awesome. Well, I was telling you earlier, when I did Mission Year in Chicago, one of my service sites was in a transitional home for men coming out of prison, which is something I would never see myself doing, and probably the same for you working with this kind of ministry. But one of the things that I learned talking with those men coming into the program was just, I mean, they have faith more than I could ever have, and deep joy in serving the Lord. The fact that they're out, and now that they're getting job skills and getting placed in jobs where they're making their own money and working towards a brighter future. So I just want to hear from you a little bit about what the benefit is, like for these young people to be getting involved with the prisons, and just what you think that they can learn, and how are they getting involved?
Yeah, traditionally the opportunities in prison have been really high commitment. So you have to, you want to get involved in prison ministry, but there's kind of no way to work into that. It's kind of, you just dive right in, and all of a sudden you're plugged into an opportunity in prison. But what we've been learning a lot with prison ministry is that it's just as important to work with these men and women after they get out of prison as it is to work with them while they're inside. So there's kind of two parts to that. We do our prison ministry side still, which is working with men and women, discipling, Bible studies. And then we have another side that's called aftercare, which is working with these folks once they get out. So finding them housing, jobs, community support, everything else. One opportunity that we created to kind of go along with that is this Get a Shirt, Give a Shirt campaign. And basically what that's all about is just making a $19 donation. And when you do, you actually supply a professional quality shirt and tie to a man that's transitioning out of prison, back onto the streets, and so they have something to wear to a job interview. Even a lot of these guys don't have anything to wear to church. So
that is incredible. I mean, I heard story after story from guys who came to Hope House in Chicago, how when they got out, they were given a bus card and $10. So that is an amazing idea, and I'm so glad that you guys are here to kind of just share with our young folks about that.
Yeah, it's been cool to see the response, because these people want to make an impact, but they don't necessarily have the time, or they don't feel like necessarily called to go inside prison and work. So this is a really easy way for them to start and see if it's something that they want to get more involved in.
That is awesome. All right, well, Matt, thanks for sharing. We should end with another high five.
Yeah, that sounds
awesome.
good.
All right, thanks.